Hi everyone, welcome to Devlog number 9. It's Monday morning, I'm going to grab a cup of coffee and plan the week ahead. Let's get into it. So this is the plan for this week. I'm going to start off working on the NPC interaction. I will then move on to working on the alignment implementation, power-ups, and at the end of the week add some more assets. If I will manage to do all this week, it's going to be great progress, as this will mean all the major mechanics will be in the game. Of course, that doesn't mean the game will be done. There is still adding content, polish, assets, and making sure the game is fun and interactive. Let's start. So this is what I've gotten so far. If I go into the dialogue with Milo, I get an option that I want to locate a certain type of crew, or never mind. If I click on one of the options, now in this instance, I get the response that he doesn't want to answer that. And that's because I've implemented a placeholder logic for taking in consideration the players and the NPC's alignment. So if your alignments are too far off, you won't be able to get information from that NPC. So that is something you will have to balance yourself. Next is to actually implement these dialogue responses for real. But that's later. Now I think I will take a break and do some kanji exercises. Now I can actually show off one of the dialogue options. So if I go into Milo's landing and go into Milo's bar and have a chat with Milo, you can see that I have a couple of dialogue options. Locate crew, gear, power-ups, or find out information about my active mission. But if I click on I need to locate a certain type of crew, I get all the different crew options, and if I click on security here, I get an answer that I should be able to find a security at Arid military base in New Berlin. Got it. So if I go to New Berlin and enter Arid military base, I can see that there is actually a security crew in here. So this will be a good way to find a particular crew or gear you know you will need for a mission. You can ask for it, but not all NPCs will know everything, which is something I will implement now. Let's look at another dialogue option I've just implemented. So you can see that I have no information about the mission yet. If I go and ask Milo, what do you know about investigate abandoned factory? He will answer, ask Vashua Rani in Siyama. And now it will show up in the mission tab. So if I go out to the map, I can click on it and it will highlight the location in the map. So now I can go there and ask him. After finishing this coding heavy task, I think I will take a break and focus on assets for a bit, just to do something else. Got a little bit frustrated by the end of yesterday, as I didn't manage to get any art made, but I'm pretty happy with the general progress of the week so far, as I got a lot more done than I had planned with the dialogue tree. So today I think I will go back to coding a bit, doing the alignment implementation and working on power-ups. So now I've finished working on the power-ups. You can see that I have an ammo kit, 4 repair kits, 3 health kits, and 1 level up. So if I have something here that needs repair, or one of my crew is lacking health, I can use my repair kit on the riot shield to max out the strength again. And similarly, I can use a health kit on a crew. and if I try to use a health kit on a crew which has full health, I get an error. I can also bring one of these items to the mission. If I try to bring another, I get an error. So now I'm able to drag a couple of these subtasks over in the board. And now I think I'm also done for the day. So it's about lunchtime on Wednesday. This is how far I've gotten. First of all, I made a new asset for the starship. So if I go here, you can see it in action. Oh, it went right through the settlement. I'm pretty happy with that. Sure, I can tweak it a bit, but it's generally done. I've also made so you can buy power-ups in locations. Now I will probably clean up the transportation code and then improve the drag and drop logic. And then I will work on more assets, if not working on content. I got one new asset done. I made this colony. Otherwise, all day went to reworking the drag and drop logic, which I managed to finish, but didn't get much of anything else done. So it's Thursday, just after lunch. I've spent the morning adding a bunch of missions. So I've added at least one mission per mission category. And for one of them, I've actually added narration as well. So this would be a real, finished mission that will end up in the game. And this was also a way to verify if this is a good way to adding missions, and I think it is. Sure, it took some time this morning, but I think I will get faster as I get more experience with it. This mission has actually ended up in the game, so now I have to add a bunch more, but maybe not today. So it's Friday morning. I have two things I could focus on today. One thing being to support multiple missions. Right now you can only have one mission, but I think that is a limitation I've come to realize isn't that intuitive. So instead I want to build so you can have many missions simultaneously. Otherwise, I also want to look into updating this hover-click interaction, because it doesn't work that well. For instance, if I go into the mission view, I have no way of getting details about these crew if I don't have the tab open, so I need to think about that. One other thing I could work on, which is going to be a big task, is to work on the save state. This is something that I have had in mind while implementing, but I've never worked on it fully, so that is going to be a big task. First though, I will start on the missions, so let's get into it. It's the end of Friday, and this is what I have accomplished. So if you open your missions now, you can see that I have space for holding a bunch of missions. And if I click on a mission, I get into the regular mission tab view, which hasn't changed much, except for the title, which replaces the hover detail bar. And you can go back and you will see the list again. Now I will take the evening off. So it's the weekend now. I don't plan to get much done today, but I will fix some smaller issues I have neglected during the week. Hope you enjoyed following along this week. Next week's main focus will be working on the save state. I'll see you then.